Hello guys, I'm Sachin and this is msddirtbags here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to create something like this in which you can make your player walk back and forth and make it jump also using some on-screen buttons for your Android devices, or it can be iOS. It will work for any mobile devices. And yes, we are going to use Nudie 3D engine for this one. So if you are interested in learning that, make sure to watch the complete video. Let's start it. Okay, now that we got our empty scene here with just a camera, and we are going to start off by slicing up our sprite images by clicking on 2D and UI sprite, similar to multiple, and then on the sprite editor, we are going to click on this slice button and then hit apply, and we are going to follow this procedure for every single image sprite that we are going to use in our game. I have drawn these image files on Microsoft's Paint 3D. You can use any software tool. It can be Photoshop, GIMP, or Paint, or whatever you like. Just your matter of preference. And after you are done slicing up things, we are going to click on this camera here, and then from the color flex we are going to select the solid color, and I'm going to change my color to something like and this will work for me. Looks pretty good. And we are going to bring our foreground sprite into the scene. Let me just scale it up. Yeah, that looks fine. Yep. Okay, now let's change our projection to orthographic. That will give us a kind of parallax effect, and we are going to use that in the future video. We are continuing this course and making this game furthermore. So it's later on. Let's change the color of it to kind of bluish. Yeah, I like this one. Let's bring our platform. This is going to be a walkable surface for the player. So let's just stretch it a bit so it can fit to our game scene. Just kind of turn it down and bring up our foreground a bit. That looks good. Now let's bring our player. I know it's just just a box, but I'm just teaching guys how this mechanism works. You can later on create your own and any character type that you like. And let's change the order in layer to one because we always want our player to be forward in front of these all spike images. That's I think we should scale it down. It's kind of too big, and yeah, it looks fine. And we are going to move this sprite back and forth and make it. We're going to make it jump. We're going to add some buttons. First of all, we are going to add some components to it. First one is going to be rigid body prototype that will give physics-like behavior. Another one is going to be our box collider 2D, and that we are also going to add to a platform because we want our platform and player to collide with each other because we don't want these to go through each other. Now we are going to add script to our player, so we click on this add component button. Then I will write player. You can name your script anything. I'm going to name it player and click on this create and add. And here's our script. And now we are going to double click on it so we can open it. And I'm using Visual Studio, so it will open it in Visual Studio. For your case, it can be monocolor or I think that you are using. Let it open. It takes some time. Okay, now that we are these are our two starting functions, and up here we are going to declare some variables. First one is going to be type bool, so we write public bool actually. First one is the left and second one is the right one. So the left and right direction. And I think we should create different functions for our left and right movements. So we'll create a void. No, I think yep, we should make it public because we want to access these functions from the button outside of the script. So we have public void on left and these curly braces. And we are also going to create same function for the right. And here we'll write void, public void on right, and then in the and these blocks of curly braces. And inside this block, we are going to actually assign these poles that we have already created to true. So right left equals true on the on left, and right equals true on the on right function. So whenever we press a button and it will call these functions, we want our boost to turn true. So we also want our boost to be false by default. So let's also do it because we don't want our game to be start off by already having those values of our boost truth as true. So in the update, we are going to write if left becomes true, if left is truth, then we want to move to toward left direction. So what we'll write here, we'll just write transform dot translate. It will translate or transform of according to our coordinates. So it will take three parameters as x, y, and z. Into the x, we are going to write the speed, the amount of speed is the amount with the value we want to move towards x direction. So we write that. It is showing us error because we haven't declared this variable here. So we write public float and speed. And I think the speed should be around 5. Oh, yeah, 5. 5 is pretty good. Let's create if else statement now. Sorry, if else if inside else it will write if our right will becomes true, then we want to move to our right direction. For that, we will just do the transform to translate. Actually, we are going to use this exact line, but instead we are going to move to our positive direction. We are going to add a minus sign because we want to move, but in the opposite direction. That's it. And if these bools are not true, which means these twos are false, then we want our player to don't move and to be stay still. And if it's moving, we want it to be stop. So we'll just write 0, 0, 0 for the x, y, and z, and let's save it. Now we are going to let me just show you guys what I have done. Let it compile for a second. Mm, this is our player. So if this is the position, transform the position, and this is the x axis that we are using and that we are actually manipulating from the script. So if you can see here, if I increase or decrease this x value, our player moves back and forth. So we are just increasing it and decreasing by 5 whenever we are calling those functions. So for that, we're going to create some buttons. Let's click on button. It will automatically create a canvas for us and a button. And I think yeah, well, I'm going to use the default sprite. You can later on change anything because I'm just teaching you guys right now. You can even import hand drawn image into this button, and also remember to put your UI scale more over canvas as scale with screen size because we are going to use it in for the mobile devices. And let's scale it down. I think that looks good. Let's change the color bit. I really haven't decided which color I'm going to use yet. Yeah, blue. I think blue is fine. Let's change the text to greater than symbol. Actually, it's less than. It will work as a right button. And I'm going to decrease alpha a bit because I want this button to see through. Then I'm going to just place it whatever looks good for me. Mm, I think I should increase the size of my platform because it is our play is too low. We'll increase size and lower down the font a bit. Yeah, that looks leveled, rightly leveled, and yeah, we are also going to duplicate this button by pressing Ctrl D, and this will also let's change our text to greater than. So if you first one is work as left button, and the second one will work as the right button. Let's just change the name of these so we later it on it will save us from getting confused. Now let's click on add component and add event trigger for this button and click on new and press the pointer down. Pointer down will call a function whenever we have pressed the button, and if we are already pressing it, it will call again and again. So we are uh, going to choose the that function. Okay, now we are going to do same for the right one. Now click on the player and click on this on right. Okay, yeah, we also don't forget to multiply the speed with time to delta time. I forgot to tell you guys because we want to move in a constant speed, not like random. Okay, okay, sorry, it is not going to be on click, it is going to be event trigger type. So we'll add a trigger of pointer down. So now our button is down, we want to call our player's right function on each single frame. Okay, now we are actually turning these values true, but we are never turning these values false. So our player will always keep on moving left or right. So we also create a function for to turn this value as false. So and we'll call this function whenever we are not pressing the button. So we just write here that equals false and right also equals false. That's it. And also we'll again click on add new, and now we click on the pointer up, which means whenever we are not touching the button. Okay, military was acting up, and now we are going to call our own pointer up. We are also going to do same with our left button. Now let's click on the on left and let's try play it if it is working. Let's click on play. Okay, here we go game, and yes, you can see it is working. It is moving left and right. Now let's create another button for our jump. But for that, I think we should move these and scale these a bit. Yeah, that looks good. Let's increase our font size also. Let's do same for the right. Yeah, that looks good. And now let's duplicate our button and let's position it to the right direction. And I'm going to use this knob sprite because I want my jump button to be kind of roundish, and I'm going to be use this reddish color. Let's change its text to, I'm going to name it just A. You can name it anything, and let's, yeah, I think that looks good. Now also I'm going to its size. Yeah, that from this side shape is what I like. Yeah, that works. Uh, yeah, now let's change the name of it to jump. Raise our jump button, and now we are going to create another function which is public void and on jump. And inside this function we will define what we want to do whenever we are clicking on the jump function. For that we are actually mm, let's let's create a float first as named jump force, because here we will write the amount of the force with which we want our player to jump, and also we are going to create another variable type rigid body 2D. It will modify some value of our selected rigid body. We are also going to make it a public and name it RB. And in here you will just write RB dot velocity, which actually means let me show you guys. Is a player, and we added this rigid body today, and we are going to modify this velocity of this rigid body today. As you can see here, there is the velocity and for both x and y axis. So we'll write rb dot velocity is equals to vector 2, and inside the parentheses of these we'll pass the parameter as rb dot velocity dot x, which means the current velocity of our player into the x, and for y we'll just write the jump force, because we want to add velocity only on the y axis. Now if we hit save run by pressing Ctrl S and back to Unity, right, compile, we have to bring this rigid body 2D into our here panel. Now if we play, you can see here our okay, I know what's wrong here. We haven't selected our function into the button. Here we duplicated the button, that's why it's going right. Now let's, yeah, we are now going to use the on click event. Now on function value we are going to write on jump. That's it. Now if we try to play it, as you can, it jumps, and it also moves back and forth. So yeah, it's a pretty good technique, and it is something near what I also use in my games. So if you guys like it, you can use it, and you can manipulate this scene and add any as much as things you like. So just use it and of make something of your own. And yeah, of course, if you guys can show it to me. So this is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Like if you like it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.